first to put the motion and second on the,
Yeah, I just think we can ask Caroline to make the change on the minutes. We don't have to revisit
all right.
it's just not stated correctly.
And I move to accept the minutes as presented.
Okay.
Thank you, Dick and Merle, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. And you have the short report to the village board, which they had last week, and this has a few typos. Their meeting was not the 17th. And it wasn't Chris Gradley, but we all know who that was.
Yes.
So. Okay. No old business, and this evening, new business. We have 3 applications to review. Frederick Gilbert, yes, online on Zoom. Hello, can you hear us? Can we hear her?
No.
Yes, I can hear you. Thank you.
So this is application number -24. Sarah and Jeff Gilbert, 104 West Main Street. The request is site plan review to place a pre-constructed shed in the back of the property on a concrete slab that exists. And the original site plan approval from last year included a garage to be constructed in that location. And my understanding is that garage will not be constructed, and instead of that would be a shed. So that's what we're looking at. And we have a image, like a tax map image showing the shed location, which the original application didn't specifically show. What I asked for was the dimensions from Chapin Alley, and to specify the distance on the side of the property where they're placing the shed. And that they identify the shed materials and color, which they have. It's smart siding, and it's going to be a similar color as the house. And the doors would swing open toward the lot. And one window is on the rest of the structure, visible from Chapin Alley. Sarah, do you have anything you would like to add to our information that you've provided, the assessment form and what you're planning to do?
Just as long as everybody, because I want to make sure everybody knows what we're doing, so that the opening of the door would face sort of the side. So there's a red barn, my neighbors. So that's the side that the side that the door would be on, and then the window would be on the Chapin Alley side. And then there's a dormer on the top for light, and it would resemble the structure we just built. So the same paint color, siding, and then we would do similar color window and door that we have.
So what looks like maybe a double door, the door.
Like a big shed door. Yep.
You would have that facing the property that's got the red garage.
There's a red barn garage, and then behind us, there's also a red garage. So it would be facing, and I think it's down towards the water, that way on Main Street.
I was confused because I went past there just before the meeting, and there's a garage, the house next door to you, that's a red garage.
Yep. And then there's another red garage on the other side of us.
Like, okay, the bigger carriage house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
yes,
so
the carriage house. So the door would face the carriage house, basically, because in front of on the other side, opposite the window, there is a little, chimney that's been there forever. It's like a fire pit.
Yeah. Okay. And it didn't look like there was as much room to get things in and out. That was my concern.
Yeah, no, because I believe that, our hope is that we can do it closer. I think there's some stipulation if it's under a certain number of square footage, it doesn't have to
Right.
be 5 feet. It can be half of that.
Right, right.
Yep.
And that's why I asked for, or one reason I asked to have it, because your original information said it would be about 2.5 feet and, given the past problems with the neighbor and your property line.
It'll be
I wanna-
long way away from that neighbor.
I know,
It'll,
but I just.
yes,
Your application needs to say where you plan to put it, not
Okay.
somewhere in the range of, so that's what you've done. And so
Okay.
that's good.
good.
And I just wanted to know which way the door was facing.
So as long, you understand the door is facing probably the opposite way, the way that there would be the
Got it.
most room.
Yep, I got
Okay,
it. Makes
great.
sense.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
So if I'm standing in Chapin Alley, the door is facing to my right.
Toward the lake, yep.
Yes. I think, yes.
And the
Okay.
setbacks that apply.
2.5 feet
Feet.
for the side.
Anything under 120 square feet only has to meet half the setback. The setback is 5 feet for the village core.
Yeah.
So it's 2.5 feet.
Yeah.
Have their form and part one. And it's an updated version of what we reviewed time for the house addition. So our obligation is to do part 2 and 3. And the most significant impact would be on the historic resources, but given the scale and location of this project, I think it's reasonable to say there would be no significant adverse impact on the environment. So I'd like to make that motion, or
Second it.
thank you, any discussion of that? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. With that, next, I'd like to do open the public hearing. Any comments online or in person? Okay, if no comments, we can close the hearing. Any further questions? My questions were answered this week with this extra little piece of information with the specific details on the placement, the color, the material, and the door, and the fact they're not building the garage.
I would consider this a complete application.
Second that.
Thank you, Craig and Dick. All in favor?
Aye.
Any other questions, comments?
I make a motion and we approve the application as submitted.
Second.
Thank you, Craig and Merle. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Great, you've got your little shed all set to go.
Okay. Excellent. Thank you.
Yep, thank you. Number 26-26, Hay Memorial Library. Site plan review to, my agenda is incorrect. Oh, boy, this is all mixed up. Someone was not a good proofreader. Anyway,
Yes.
disregard the description there. The request, it says you want a shed.
Oh, well, I mean, we don't have any place
The
to put a
old-
shed, but.
The old copy and paste, drop it in the wrong spot. Anyway, so there is an existing,
That looks like a ramp.
Yeah.
yeah,
No, it says roof.
I know, I got them all mixed up. Anyway,
We
No, I'm
currently
saying
have a
your-
roof.
Your agenda says the roof.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah, I know.
I was copying and paste, trying to.
Clearly, I don't redo your work, Jen.
That's okay. So anyway, for the record, this
The ramp.
is the library and they have a ramp on the side that needs to be reconstructed because it's deteriorated. And that is the request. It's the one and only request. No shed, no roof.
No roof.
Oh.
Okay, so Stephanie Elliott is here representing the library with that request. Would you like to explain anything in addition to what you already described to us? You gave us decking material, drawing of the current ramp, the truss.
Smaller, a little bit smaller. I Xed out. We're not gonna go the entire length of the back of the building.
I see. Not as big a runway.
Right.
But does that make it steeper?
No, the incline will be the same. It's just for whatever reason, when they did it, they went all the way back to make it accessible to that like fire door, but we don't have to, according to the fire department, we're so compliant, so the ramp is
So it'll only go to access the door everyone
the main door.
uses. That makes sense. Okay, let's take care of the seeker review. Similarly, the application has been, part one has been provided. And the reason we have the part one is due to the long form is the historic impact on historic resources. And again, with the size and location and design, it's, I think it's reasonable to say there would not be an adverse impact, significant adverse impact on the environment with this request. I'd like to make that motion.
Second.
Who? That was Dick?
That was Merle.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Okay. That one's set. So I'd like to open the public hearing. No comment from the public?
Your comment on the type of soil.
Oh,
It was late when I was filling out the application.
Or the wild,
kind of like.
or the impacted wildlife species,
The feral.
top of page 12.
And they have been adversely affected because there've been a lot of complaints from the little kids that, because they run it.
She obviously doesn't take this seriously.
Yeah, that's gonna,
Yeah.
my vote, of course.
Yeah. Okay, so, we've taken care of seeker, we've taken care of the public hearing. Any further questions?
What's the description of the material and colors? Is that in here somewhere?
Near the back page. Sandy Birch.
I did provide the one color copy I had.
Oh, maybe that's,
Yes.
Yeah.
It's Janet.
Send
has
it
the
along.
color.
take a look.
Right. The bank only has a black and white copier, so.
Was
You
that
were
a gray
authorized to
composite?
It's, yeah.
You were authorized to make one color copy?
Yeah. Money's tight at the library.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah.
Where did I see it? It's attached here someplace.
Yeah. For some reason, I think she spent more money than she thought.
So the framing is pressure treated, and then that's the decking, and the railing is the composite.
Same style as the old one?
Yes.
Well, what are we gonna do? I think it looks fine.
Do we have a complete application?
Yeah.
Do we have a complete application?
I'll second.
Thank you, Dick and Merle. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, I'd like to make a motion that we approve the application as submitted. Thank you, Dick. All in favor?
Aye.
Moving right along here.
Did you public comment on that?
Good. That's it.
Did you do public hearing on that?
Didn't we?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
And I thought we had already done the complete application.
Remember all that noise you heard?
Yeah. All right, the last one, 26-28, Rich Kuna for property located at 212 West Main. Dave Altieri is here as the applicant's representative officially, and
Then,
thank you. Did you get his name, Caroline, for the record? Okay. Site plan review is, not for the shed. It's 2 items, re-roof. I'll fix that, by the way, for re-roof and paint the exterior. And the roof that's proposed is a metal roof, and we have a copy of the material for that. And the color will be a historic color called
Hail Navy.
Hale Navy, HALE Navy. It's a very dark blue.
Yes.
And,
You should have a sample there.
well, I don't have it.
I dropped, put them in your box.
Oh,
No.
Oh, you mean,
I put them in your box.
oh, thank you.
Yeah.
That's what
Can I-
I-
Do anything with the alarm?
that's a low crawl under the laser beams.
Used to do that.
Wait. It's not a copper penny. Okay, what's the other one? Okay,
But what is that?
but like, well, yeah, what?
Wall color.
Wall. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I
So
forgot.
the description under this one is not right either. Okay.
No, they're all mixed up.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry.
That's okay.
Our
I
chair-
have an explanation, but it doesn't even matter.
The decline.
Replacing it with those, one picture. Wow.
You mean? No, good, good.
Of course not.
Good.
You've been Ally.
Don't laugh at the sample. It was a little bit of an ordeal.
That's pretty clear.
Thank you.
Oh,
Oh, cut and paste. Here we go.
literally, actually cut and paste.
Cut and paste.
That's how you
Old
learned in
school.
kindergarten.
I tried pasting and you wouldn't believe it.
Well, even, is that really painted?
Yes.
All
Like
right,
I said, a
see?
little bit of an ordeal.
That's what I was talking
What
about.
you wanted to do.
Exactly, something like that for. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and I looked the color up online because Dave told me what it was. So just on my phone, I looked at it and this looks a lot darker than what I saw on my phone. So that's the problem. Or one of the problems.
nice color.
Yeah.
Okay, so certainly not bright blue.
Yeah.
Would you like to explain any, oh, well, we need to do, let's take care of sticker, so we get that done. Have the long form, and we already reviewed this long form earlier this spring for windows and parking. So I'd like to, make a motion that there is no significant adverse impact on the environment with this project due to the,
Second that.
thank you, Dick. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Great. Okay. You want to tell us a little bit more about it? Is there anything more to
I
say?
mean, I think it's pretty simple, just, redo the roof with a different material, metal instead of that false. And then, repaint it that color, I said, it's probably like a beige, like, it's kind of. Yeah,
And what's brownish beige?
the exterior is currently.
Oh, right. But will there be any trim color on this?
Probably white or more of a copper penny. color.
That's his color.
But the copper penny is the roof color. So, like window trim or door molding.
Dark navy.
It's dark navy. Okay.
Look at those white.
Like gold white. I mean,
Distinguish
it's
that.
up to. Yeah, but
For what are you talking about?
for they're like trim color with the pale blue. There would be trim painting like around windows and doors. So they didn't identify the color, so that's the discussion. And so the question is, would it be white or some other color?
So this color here is going to be the whole building.
Yes.
Okay. And then-
The white.
And trim, well, yeah.
Yeah.
This is the main color, then you got white trim around everything. Okay. What I don't see is the windows that are on this.
Well, they said they're taking the windows off.
Yes.
The
that was removed-
application.
That was removed from the application.
That was
Oh, okay. That's
So
not
that
there,
was a last minute change.
nor that.
The whole building. Going to be disco.
Oh, that's the roof.
He's looking at the red color.
Yeah, the blue.
That's the roof.
Blue is the
blue
building,
is The building.
copper, with white trim. Copper
Backwards.
pendant
Yeah.
is the roof.
Is that shiny coppery?
I'm sorry. I was looking at it backwards.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'll do it this way.
And I would note that there are metal roofs all around that building.
Yeah.
The hotel, bubble tea, across the street, up the street, down the street.
Is there anything else this color?
The library's door.
The library's door.
Yeah, so Bolas is blue.
Is there, when we say trim, so I don't, I think that Rich has good taste and I trust the color that he chooses because he does a good job with everything he seems to do in the village. But I don't know if, when we say trim white, do we have whites? Because that.
Yeah, there are whites.
Because I think, I have property on the east coast of Maine and we get a lot of this dark blue siding, like cedar shake siding that people paint. And I think it looks really good, like a cream or like an off-white, where it really does well. I'm not
Vanilla.
suggesting that it has to be in any way.
I don't know.
But I just would hate to see a customer say, oh, they gotta be white. So here it goes,
Right.
paper white. When maybe a little bit of a cream would look real tasteful. But I don't know. I'm not trying to get in the weeds, but
No, there are lots of whites. You're right.
Even an ivory has
I
a.
agree. I mean, it might be a cream.
I'd rather,
I think it would look better. And if you look at the inside of the building right now, that's.
and a little bit of cream would help tie in the golden, that's how my mind works, so it's not.
We want to give you time for that. We can approve, let's follow on this train of thought that we approve the application as requested with the blue and the copper penny and white
Well, one,
as submitted and you submit it to us
one solution would be to pick a color that's
in the notebook.
in the approved. And I gotta believe there's one in there.
You mean like you go get the notebook right now?
Well, no.
Or-
Correct me
If they
if I'm wrong,
approve
but
it and if it's
They
in,
use a color that's in the pre-approved binder, they don't have to come back, right?
Right.
So
So that's what I'll do.
would that,
Maybe. I'm skeptical. We saw what happened when we do a pre-approved color. We just talked about it before the meeting
The
started.
brighter blue downtown.
yeah, but I mean, we're talking about some shade between white and cream.
I really, I know that it's dangerous to say this because it sets a precedent, how can you trust somebody's judgment, not somebody else's? But, I really trust Rich's judgment on what color he's going to choose. And I'd hate for Rich to have a better idea of a color, but I can't because I got to use this color that's in the book.
Yeah, I get you.
That's all.
I mean, want to try to pick one up now? Okay.
I mean, I don't know. Is that?
Sure, I'll get it.
And I think the dark navy with a cream color starts to look very colonial.
Right, that's
Think it
all.
would look better than a sharp.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, me too. I want it to kind of accent the copper roof.
That's what I think. It'll tie it in together.
Around the main door, the copper is trim, would accent the roof and bring it down.
Yeah.
Mr. Chairman?
Yeah.
I have a question with regards to trim, like around the windows and stuff like that. When you look at what is currently there, it's tan And then I think there's brown maybe around the
That's
windows.
brown.
But there's also like other trim work in the woodwork of the siding that's painted that brown. Are you gonna do that, the cream or white?
Probably, I mean, the main body. Yeah, I mean.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Maybe you could show us the picture. If it's,
Because I think that kind of accentuates some of the architectural features of the building. Those that you would paint those things too. Blue, but.
but on the windows, the green, and then you have the red orange and the gold.
Yeah.
What, up at
Yeah,
the-
you see it.
yeah,
That might be white.
or the green, yeah.
Green.
You talk about the supports for the eaves?
Well, and if you look at what's currently there, there's all kinds of like
Right.
woodwork along the siding.
Yeah.
That's brown.
oh,
What he was saying, he thinks Rich wants to do majority of blue, but up in these eaves, there's
Oh, yeah. the little
there's the little bracing
So
parts.
he
So-
wouldn't do these accent colors.
Right,
In white. Wouldn't do those.
that's what he's saying.
Just keep it all blue, but I don't think those, and then these little.
I mean, I think those
The windows and the
kind of
supports.
draw attention to the fact that it was a train station.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely. Yes, those pieces that support, that look like they support the overhead.
Yeah. Oh, definitely that. But even the other stuff, just what train
Unless-
stations look like.
But that other
Unless there's,
elements that are like the vertical and the
Yeah.
guy that are painted brown, he's not talking about doing those. Or is he?
Well,
That's true.
ask them.
Oh, I thought you, all right. Can you take your phone?
But he's
Jim-
sitting right there.
Jim, can you take your phone over and show him what we're
Yeah.
doing? Would those vertical accent pieces in the
Like
siding?
all the corners and all the little slabs.
I'm not saying they should be. I'm asking you, do you,
No, they would be blue.
everything with blue?
Yeah, mainly the eve and those supported pieces.
Yeah, even the support pieces on top would be the trim color.
Windows, molding, door molding, and the eaves, the
Yeah.
decorative.
for accent trim pieces.
So are you good if he picks out a trim color?
So that's the first time I'm seeing that book. So, and I looked at, there's a whole lot of options. So I think that, I don't know the wording yet, but let me just put this out as conversation. I'm completely fine with approving something out of that book if, with a caveat, if Rich, or you, Dan, since you're spearheading this and Dave, if you find a color that's better with what you're trying to do, to tie these two colors together, that's not in there, then that would be a little bit of a conversation, I think, but I don't know, but that slows you down. I'm just trying to.
Can I just remind everyone too, the colors in that book are obsolete, so you're not gonna find those exact color names. You go to the store because they change the names.
But you can take that and match it to anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
You kind of want to take away the accents that made it look a little bit like a train station. The story.
I mean, not really. I mean, I'll pay them if I have to. I don't want to take them all away.
I think if the supports on the, under the eaves are in a trim color,
Yeah.
that still gives it the look of a train station.
Yes.
But the whole body of the building is blue, but around the windows and those pieces are the trim color.
Which
And
is
it's-
what's planned.
Yeah,
It'll
okay.
still look like a train station. I would expect. Is that what you're thinking?
I'm confident that it's
Trying to
gonna
figure out how to do the color.
decide to do. So I'm fine with.
so. Roof as proposed, we're okay with the color and material. And okay with the pale blue. And a trim color from the approved color palette or an alternative that you would submit to us. Do we have a means to take care of that? Like, are you ready to start painting in the next couple of weeks? With the trim?
Could we do, what's to stop us from doing a quick huddle? Like at the site or?
I mean, the other thing you could do is authorize Janet to approve, a color or want somebody, just, so you don't have to meet, you just authorize.
I'm trying to streamline it.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying too. Yeah, so she wouldn't have to convene another meeting even,
Yeah.
Because then you have to give notice and.
Oh, yeah.
If you picked out of the book, you wouldn't
Yeah,
have to.
I mean, and I'm, yeah.
Again, are you confident with what you've seen that you'd find something?
Confident I can get a color on it.
Okay.
I make a motion that we approve the application as submitted.
I'll second.
Thank you, Craig and Merle. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great. I look forward to seeing it. So the paint soon. That's a fun part.
Yeah.
Is there
For
a,
the painter.
proposed opening expectation time?
That's fall, that's why
Fall?
I'm trying to get
Yeah,
everything done.
okay, okay.
I don't wanna rush it, you don't wanna rush.
Right, I'm just curious, yeah. Because we got voters asking, where's it eat around here? So, or it's already starting.
Is the decking done?
That's all back together.
Well, I'm just curious. There was something there like a marine truck, like marine service, like piling.
Well, drilling company, yeah.
Right. And were
The
they,
one corner of the back sank.
so they replaced one or two pilings?
Two pipes that have one down back being left duck up, resolid.
Oh, and that was like in a day or two, the stuff was there.
So it doesn't bang anymore?
Well, that's the dock down below.
Yeah,
Yeah, that still bangs around.
it
The
does.
water level's so high right now, it's wedged against the side pylons, so you're good.
For another month or two.
Well, it's banging around right now.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Was it keeping you awake, Merle?
Huh?
Was it keeping you awake?
No,
It can get loud.
no.
Well,
But
that's
if you're
good.
eating, if you're eating
So
out
the
there
next
side
time-
deck, it drives you crazy.
And is the roofing soon?
Yes.
Then the exterior should look like it's all done.
How's the inside coming?
The inside's done.
Oh, nice.
Really?
Yeah, good.
These things, so
Wow.
Oh, is it really?
little trim pieces and thresholds.
You moved the bathrooms and everything? Oh, great.
Can't wait. Can't wait. I'm kind of.
Awesome.
Football season, right?
That was my.
I'm sure it needed that. A lot of memories in that building.
We haven't cleaned, we're just gonna
A
tear.
lot of
it apart.
memories and DNA, bad decisions in that building.
Great. Well, that's exciting. Great. Yeah, so,
How's that happen, sir?
great.
Excellent applicants.
Well, yeah.
Yes, well prepared. If only that agenda wasn't
We knew we weren't gonna mess around with the applicants we had tonight.
Before we pack up this whole color conversation. Oh, Dave, one thing on our list of ongoing is that we have yet to finalize all those miscellaneous permit, and you sent me, here's our latest, and we never went over that.
Okay.
We've got a lot of irons in the fire.
Because
They're ready to go.
I think they're ready.
Okay, but that'd be great.
Okay.
Thank you. So with all this paint color, Craig has offered to dive into this a little bit better.
So that we're not forcing applicants to chase a name. We can chase a color.
So if you want to tell them what your thought was, it's sort of like,
Oh, I forgot that you guys weren't, oh, I'm sorry. So I've talked about it a few times and I keep forgetting and things happen and time goes on. But now that I've seen the color book for the first time ever, where it just, oh, there it is. I thought they took it out with them. So that we don't get into a situation, we're still in meeting.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I propose, and I'll take the task on, as I mentioned a few months ago. Take these colors, and it doesn't matter who makes the color or what the color is called, because problem I think that we're finding is people are trying to chase a name of, well, they don't make that anymore, but now we've got this. We don't have you know, Xavier blue. Now we've got, you know, pastel blue. And I feel like that in itself lends to color creep, if you will. I'll use that word again, like I used last time. I coined that phrase, right? And then next thing you know, we've got a weird blue color on Main Street that we didn't really intend to, at least I didn't, when we voted for that, when I voted for that myself. So what I propose is I will get those colors, whatever those in those colors, and get kind of like what we've got. It's almost like if you take those colors and get rid of all the labeling, if I can get, you know, samples, and this becomes, we don't even have to have a name of the color. We can put a color code because paints are coded, I learned. No matter who makes it, there's a code to a color. And then we can just put a color code, and you can take that color code anywhere and say, give me code. It's like 5 or 6
Yeah.
numbers.
KR3.
It indicates the mix if they got a special mix.
Yes, and that's my proposal, and I'll help do that. And if you don't like it, I'm not going to be too sad, maybe a little bit sad. But no, I'm just trying to offer help to help the applicants as well, to fight through obsolete.
Wants to make a motion to put you in charge?
I don't know if it needs a motion.
So right now, it's created by manufacturer and names. Was there anything after that? Did Stacy do something with online? Didn't Stacy do something with online? But that was,
I sent you some links to certain color brands.
There we go.
that had historic. And
Right.
I wanted to put that on our website so people could go and.
right,
And we didn't.
but we didn't do anything with it.
It's difficult, and I think that somehow when an applicant has anything to do with color, that they want to paint, or something that requires a reference to a approved paint, that the binder becomes the Bible, not the website. So they're not chasing a color off of, because everybody's monitors and hues are different in settings and phones. That, you know, this is, you can look at the samples online if we put them online, but it needs to match, when you're done your project, it needs to match whatever color code.
Well, it'll be interesting to see when this goes on in the building, what it looks like. Because essentially that's what you're talking about doing, is getting a color from, I mean, even from that booklet, if we say Pittsburgh historic colors and there's 5 pages, if we take the color strip and get the number code, that in essence is what you're talking about. And making a book, not saying it's Pittsburgh, blah, blah, blah.
Brands, because that could change.
Right, but basically the color tab.
Yes. And I'd like to have a big, not just a little tiny, 1-inch square, but like a nice kind of section of something that's painted that color.
That's the tricky part. Like even the material makes a difference. Like if it's someone's painting a wooden shingle or.
How it's been primed.
How many
Yeah.
coats?
Yeah.
That's the tricky part.
But
I
if,
think.
then the answer, maybe, I'm glad we're talking about this. So maybe the answer is just put it on paper or a decent stock where that's the hue that we need. Whatever it takes to get that hue. And if it comes out, it was supposed to be dark blue, but it comes out light blue, well, then I'm sorry, you got to redo it. That's where Jim earns his money and says, sorry. Make it redone.
If you got the color code, I would hope that would take care of it.
Unless somebody, and that's the thing, I guess that's the catch, and how, somebody doesn't prime it right, or then we put one coat and
I
it
can't
fades.
remember what happened with the gift shop, but we had a color, I think from the binder, and they took it. You remember?
I
And
think
they,
it was obsolete and they took it and supposedly found
Matched.
something that was matched, or maybe went to the paint department and how they can scan it. Came back and said, this is the color. And then
And
when they
that's
put it on the building, it didn't look like color at all. I generally tell people when they're asking about colors, so I say that there's no binder in the village. But I said, if you go to a historic palette, like I noticed, Pittsburgh and Benjamin Moore both say that, historic palettes.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we're gonna find the common codes within those.
Okay.
Those things. But, the codes are the best way to go, I would guess.
but I think to have a sample of some sort in the binder is important.
Yeah.
Whether it's the little tab
Or a piece of cedar shake or siding. I don't know what's the, whatever the prominent side, painted siding in the village is. You know, what do we, I don't know what it is.
Border.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, board and shingles.
It's really just the historic section that matters, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That's why it would be cedar shake or hardy board probably. Or just wood.
Well, how many, but you don't have to, I'm not trying to put you on the spot. How many approved colors of, or how many colors of cedar of siding do we have options in there? Is it a lot or is it like
Yeah.
6?
A lot.
Oh, really? Is it-
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I'm not.
Color
sure what
palettes?
That many.
We have anything in there that color?
I don't know. Probably.
That looks black to me. It's
It does look very dark.
got,
I think it'll
Rather than going
probably
for
with
it.
sunlight and everything and it'll
Yeah.
probably brighten up a little.
Sometimes the blue, that's dark, you hope it's against
But,
black.
but that's okay.
but our law doesn't say they have to have a historic color. They need to have it reviewed. What, it doesn't matter if that's in the binder or not.
What's in the binder is, in a sense, what you've pre-approved.
Right.
They can bring something else in and then they
Yeah.
just have to.
And then they don't even have to come to the planning board, Jim can, right?
No, it's got, if it's not in the binder, I.
No,
can-
but if it's in the binder,
Right, I can approve it,
right.
but although. What is the language? There is
It's-
something about color change.
Like if you have the blue, a blue building and you want to change it to green, then. Well, no, I still think if it's in the binder, you have the authority to.
Well, I also have the authority to say, I'm uncomfortable with it, go to the planning board.
Right.
And, you know, if it's a drastic change from what it was, I might do that.
Yeah. Drastic, like in the positive direction?
Or negative.
Yeah. All right, well, did we reach a conclusion? Kind of, not really?
I don't know. I don't want to waste time. I
I
was just trying to offer help for both of us and applicants.
Absolutely.
Well, I think you had good suggestions on the trim.
Yeah, the only piece I have is what's in there to display the color. So if someone comes in, I want to pick a color from the book because I don't want to just decide. So then they look through the book. What are they looking at? The little strip from from the hardware that says it's Ace. We don't care if it's Ace paint, it's that color. And the
I
color.
almost feel like if it was my book and what I would do, and if I was the king, I would strip all of the words away.
Right,
This is the colors.
right.
So nobody's
And
going
put a
down a
new
goose.
number on it, like
Goose chase.
blue 1, blue 2, blue 3, or some.
Whatever, something.
Yeah, I'm just reluctant about adding a piece of wood for all those colors. That would be.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, where would you store
I
it?
didn't realize it was that many in there.
Yeah,
Oh,
I didn't,
it's a whole book.
I didn't realize that.
But I don't, you know, some of those, I mean, they may have been colors that, you know, you've approved when you did review someone's color, and that's how they want to
Paint
paint
a whole
But
wall,
I
all
think
different
the
colors.
starting point is the Benjamin Moore and the Pittsburgh Paint historic palettes.
right. And that's, Caroline, that's what you put together a list of links, right?
Do these have a color codes on them?
There's a 3-digit number for every one of the colors. I don't know if that's the color code or not. It's, most companies have 3 letters, 3 numbers.
Yeah, Advanced Auto, that's who I did matches
Oh.
paints over. It's like in between Arsenal and Caffeine.
Yeah.
Near the Guitar Center, like when you cut, I don't know how to describe it very well.
No, I think I know what you mean.
They match paints. If we have a specific paint that we want to match identical, we'll go to them.
Hmm.
They do a good job.
Yeah, Ace Hardware can even do that, you know, with their new machine.
Well, so what do you feel from what you've heard you're comfortable starting to do with that?
What I'd like to do first is probably look at it.
Okay,
Just have a look at it and I'll probably
Think
come back
about it.
next month.
yeah, okay, great. All right,
I mean, you can go through this book and probably find brochures that are, you know, 5 years old.
Well, I'm wondering with the age of it, how it looks, how many of those colors have changed from fade?
Probably most of
You
them.
know, like,
Yeah. Okay. So next meeting's mid-July, the 15th. Be here before we know it, I'll be here.
Move to adjourn.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you, Dick and Merle. All in favor?
Aye.
Great.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. Less than an hour.